As anyone who's watched this channel for sort of any period of time will know, I quite frequently chop and change the kits in here. I do get asked about what gear is on the kits when I do the videos. So sort of instead of putting a description up every time at the end of the video, I thought every time I changed the kit around, I would do a video about that and talk about some of the gear that's actually on the kit at that point. So this is a kit I've got for review, and this is what it looks like. So this is the Pearl Session Studio Select kit. It is birch mahogany shells, and as you may be able to guess from the inner ply there, that's the mahogany. I've got this kit to review. It's a 10, 12, 14-inch floor setup and a 20 by 14-inch kick drum. Obviously the 12 isn't there, and it actually comes with a matching snare drum as well, which is also in the other room. The snare drum is a 14 by 5, and it's a black lacquer, 2.3mm super hoops. You've got the opti mounts. There you go. You've got the opti mounts on there, and you've got Remo UT heads on there. But I have to be honest, actually, I'm not really a big fan of UT heads, but they sound pretty cool on this kit. I've got to say, especially the choice of the pinstripes on the toms definitely works, and the kick drum's quite punchy too. But yeah, I've got the kit to review. That'll sort of come out on MikeDelbear.com sort of fairly soon. The pedal there is, I think it's the 930. It's a single chain. It's kind of a very basic pedal, but it feels really good actually. The long board, and you've got the low boy sort of fairly vanilla beater there. It's the long, big, heavy wood one. Cymbals. These are just some Paistes I threw up because I did a Paiste review earlier on today. 20 light hats, which I would describe them as fizzy, which is something I noticed on the audio earlier on, actually, especially with the foot. They're very fizzy. And you've got a 17-inch crystal crash, and that is a 20-inch crystal thin, which I've picked up. Let me see, I picked in fact, actually the 17 there in front I actually picked up this week, and the 20 I picked up, I think, the tail end of 2018 actually. But yeah, so microphones, actually, not everyone really asks me about microphones, but the overheads are Aston Starlights, which I've only used them for one recording so far, but they sound really good. And the clever thing is they've actually got a laser. That thing there is actually a laser, and you can use it to align the microphones with, which is pretty cool. Down the front of the kick drum, if I can get around there, if the camera will go that far around. There you go. There you've got a Shure Beta 52 inside the hole, and you've got an Aston Spirit on the outside. I normally use, in fact, normally use the Solomon sub kick, which you can see under the floor tom there. I put that under there just to pick up some sub and low end really. And on the snare, you've got a ADX 51 Audix, and then the Shure SM 57. So that's this kit. Probably won't be up for too much longer because I need the space in the house to get rid of the boxes and stop annoying my wife. But yeah, so far, pretty cool kit.